Today is the final medical marijuana lottery for Kentucky. By the end of the day, we'll know where cannabis can be sold in the state's 20 remaining counties, and that includes Jefferson and Fayette. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester spoke to a local business owner who realizes the chances of being chosen are slim.
What can he get for you today?
502 Hemp in Douglas Hills is crossing its fingers.
Looks fresh. Yeah.
On Monday, the shop's owner, Dee Dee Taylor, will find out if she gets selected in the final lottery for a medical cannabis license.
Even if I don't get it, I can at least say that I tried.
Kentucky is distributing 2 dispensary licenses for medical marijuana in Jefferson County.
Every day I have people come into the store asking if we are going to be a part of it. And I said, well, we're going to try, but it's a lottery. And they're all like, it shouldn't be a lottery. You should already have one. I'm like, well, I'm not the powers that be.
The odds for these businesses are slim. Governor Andy Beshear said in October that over 4,000 businesses applied for license across the state, but only 48 will be selected.
There's just a lot of competition and a lot of big money came into the state, and there's a lot of applications to go up against. I mean, I have one in the mix for Jefferson County, so.
It can help with inflammation. It can help with anxiety.
Taylor's shop sells hemp products that fall under the legal limit of THC. It's different from medical marijuana that will become legal on January 1st, and it will require customers to qualify for a medical card.
We are excited to start working with those dispensaries to see what type of products they're going to offer.
Jeremy Hazley is an anesthesiologist, and for the past month, he's seen patients at the Kentucky Medical Marijuana Center in downtown Louisville. Patients who are trying to get the medical certification.
The overarching goal is to, provide patients with another avenue to treat these conditions that don't necessarily include high-dose opioids and things like that.
Physicians looking towards another road to relief, and businesses like 502 Hemp and thousands others hoping they can be a part of it. In Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side.
Governor Andy Beshear will oversee this afternoon's lottery drawing. It starts at 2 at the Kentucky Lottery office in downtown Louisville. Now, dozens of businesses have already been approved to sell medical marijuana in the Commonwealth. The state's also chosen cannabis cultivators and processors. We have a map there showing all of the lottery picks. It's also on our website. If you want to get a better look, just click on the GMK tab right there on our homepage. A man who hoarded explosive chemicals inside a Highview home is set to be sentenced today. In early November, Mark Hibble's attorney asked for his sentencing to be delayed to allow him to find a better living situation. He pleaded guilty in September to criminal trespassing and wanton endangerment. He used what's called an Alford plea, which means he maintains his innocence but acknowledges it's unlikely he would win in a trial. In October 2023, the state and the EPA tore down his house after finding more than 20 different types of chemicals inside, along with homemade explosives. Hibble is set to be sentenced this morning at 9:30. The trial for a former Jeffersonville daycare worker is expected to wrap up this week. 35-year-old Brittany Baylor is accused of neglecting a child, leading to their death. That incident happened in 2022 after an infant who was in her care died from a head injury. Testimony started last week. The jury has already heard from a forensic doctor at Norton Children's Hospital. It's not clear who will testify today, but we're told the medical examiner will take the stand tomorrow. The Department of Justice will hold a virtual town hall today to answer your questions about Louisville's new consent decree. The LMPD and the city officially agreed to federal oversight Thursday by signing the 242-page document. Under the agreement, Metro Police and the city will enhance accountability for officers' use of force with increased data collection and reviews. This comes after the DOJ began investigating the department in April of 2021. It released its findings in March of last year. Since then, federal officials have held community meetings to hear from those impacted. Tonight's town hall starts at 7:30. Local nonprofits will join city leaders today to help develop a plan for reducing gun violence. The Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods and the Louisville Metro Department of Health and Wellness will be hosting a one-day citywide gun violence reduction summit. It's the second of its kind after the inaugural summit last year, where Mayor Craig Greenberg laid out several ideas, including state lawmakers giving the city the autonomy to create our own gun laws and prevent firearms used in crimes from being auctioned off to retailers. Today's summit is from 9 until 5 at the Louisville Marriott East in Jeffersontown. Well, the Cats came out on top in this weekend's Battle of the Bluegrass. Pitted against U of L, of course, the Cats won 93-95. Kentucky guard Lamont Butler put up 33 points, leading the Wildcats for a tough matchup after missing the last 2 games. WHAS11's Mason Hordisky shows us his comeback and some of the second half drama that erupted on the court. That's a little bit later in sports.